In this video, I'm going to show you how to register for MyITLab, which is an intricate part of the course, and it is directly related to the textbook material. So you're going to need it from the very beginning of the course. So let me introduce you the textbook and course materials first. So first go to the modules or click on week 1, and then let's take a look at course materials page, and there it explains about the textbook and MyITLab access code and the software as well. But software is something else. It's a separate matter from the textbook and MyITLab. So you have many options in terms of getting the MyITLab access code and the textbook. One simple way, which happens to be most expensive option as well, is getting the textbook bundle from the campus bookstore. And it goes, I guess it's about $130 or so. And it comes with the textbook as well as MyITLab access code. So you have a hard copy of the textbook and MyITLab access code. The other options are MyITLab access code and e-textbook. So if you feel comfortable using ebook, you have that option, as well as something extra as well. I'll explain it to you in more detail in a moment. So anyway, you have at least 3 different options. 1, get the bundle from the campus bookstore. 2, get an ebook and MyITLab from a website, the publisher's website. And option number 3 would be the ebook, MyITLab access plus printed textbook. So it's not the same as textbook. The content is the same, but it just prints into kind of rough cut in a way on paper. So you have those 3 options. So let's go to the modules. Let's go back to the modules and then click on MyITLab how to enroll. So whether you have the access code, MyITLab access code from the textbook bundle from the campus bookstore, or if you are going to purchase it at the textbook website, you come here, you need to register to MyITLab. So here you have 2 options. One is purchasing the e-textbook plus MyITLab. So that's at pearson.com, WASCCCMIT. That's the website that we established for this course. The other option, the third option, is basically both. You can have, by the way, the second option, which is the MyITLab and e-textbook, and also you can access the content of e-textbook and MyITLab for 14 days, and that's for $85, which is considerably less than the textbook bundle at the bookstore. So that's a second option. And third option is pearsonmylab.com, and it is $95. While it's basically the same, except it comes with ebook and MyITLab as the second option. but also it comes with an option to purchase a paper version of the textbook. This is the rough cut textbook that I was referring to earlier. So I'm sorry, it's kind of confusing. You have three options. One, just buy the textbook bundle from the campus bookstore. It comes with everything you need. The paper textbook and MyITLab access code. Option number two is this one. You can get, for $85, you can get the ebook for the textbook and MyITLab, and also you can access immediately for 14 days without paying for it. But of course it expires after 14 days, so you need to pay or purchase the access code before 14-day expires. So that's the second option. And third option is this website, pearsonmylab.com, is $95. It's $10 more, but it comes with ebook and MyITLab and immediate access to the course material for 14 days. And additionally, you have option to purchase rough cut paper textbook. And I believe it's about $35 for that paper textbook. So you have a paper textbook, ebook, which have the same content, and then you have MyITLab access code. Okay, so you have three options. Either way, this one or that one, you will register as a student, and you're going to need the course ID. This is for MyITLab course ID. So you better go ahead and copy this. So I'll highlight it, right click, copy it. And in addition to that, you are going to need eventually the zip code of the college and my last name to finalize registration and enroll yourself into the course in MyITLab. All right, so let me just go ahead and show you how to do that kind of briefly using Pearson, this SCCC MIT website. So here we are. So this is the website. So you can go ahead and click on Purchase Access with eText just directly, and that's where you're going to go. And the other option is, okay, you are waiting for your financial aid or the money in your account. So you can go ahead and access the course material without paying for it as a trial for 14 days. So you click on it and you come to this page. Basically they're the same, except that one is just going and paying for it, and the other one is just getting into trial version. Something about trial version, you must pay for the access code, which is $85, before the trial expires. Otherwise, your temporary account will be completely deleted. So whatever the assignments that you had done until then will be removed, and essentially you're going to have to redo it. So make sure that you pay for the access code before the trial expires. All right, so let's go ahead and click on No. You do not have a Pear's account, so put a new login name. So you just create your own. So let me just go ahead and type, let's say, and then let me just go, because I have done many times, so I'm going to create something like this. But you don't have to, it doesn't have to be this long. And then password, I'm going to put a password, So you need to have strong enough password, so you can click on see acceptable characters. So you need to use alphabets and letters and combination and so on. And then just retype the same password. So at this point, you should write this down. Write this your login name and password somewhere, because for this course only, you will have many accounts. One is at least 3 accounts. One is MyITLab, which is what you are creating now, and then Canvas account, and then you'll create an account for SkyDrive and so on. So you should have some kind of central place where you keep all the usernames and passwords. So it is important that you keep track of your usernames and passwords. Alright, so once you have that, go ahead and click on next. So basically same thing when you purchase the access code. So same thing, create a new name, login name and password. And here there's a course ID. Remember I copied this course ID, right clicked on and copied it, and then I'm going to paste it. So each quarter I generate new course ID. So it's combination of my last name and then a number. Okay, oopsie. Better not mess things up here. Alright, and then click on next. Okay, so first name and last name. I do need you to use official first name and last names. That should be the same as the roster of the course. So I'm going to just put my name. Just because I have used this form many times, I'm going to have to put something extra. Let's say UNX. Of course, that's not real, but I do want you to put real official name. And let's say I'm going to put Yunmo at seattlecolleges.edu. Okay. So this email address is important because when you complete this process of registration, the key information will be sent to that, and also when you forget your login information, that information will be sent to that email address. So it should be a real email address. And select the United States, and here's a zip code. Zip code of Seattle Central Community College is 98122. And then here you'll find Seattle Central Community College. And then let's say security hint. Let's say my answer would be I hope so. Let's see. Alright, so then I click on next, and now my Pearson account is getting created, and now it shows that I have 2 things. The first, amplifier, you don't need to worry about it. What you need to use is the second one, MyITLab and Mastering New Design, and go ahead and click on Log In Now. So click on it, and that will take you to Pearson MyITLab, and it says your temporary access expires in 14 days. Obviously you're not going to see this message if you have purchase the access code. And also once you pay for it, and that's information will disappear as well. And as long as you see this, you really have to pay for it before the 14-day trial expires. All right, so here, go ahead and click on MIC 101 Winter 2014, or whichever the quarter that you are in. So go ahead and click on that link here. Okay, now we are in the course officially. And here, once you're in it, click on course materials. And you have all the materials for MyITLab trainings, and also you will be tested in MyITLab as well. So before we get into Word 2013 and so on, I want to show you the e-text. Okay, so go ahead and click on e-text. And you have a few options: e-text for iPad, and e-text, and also print upgrade. This is interesting. So I didn't know you had option here. Okay, so never mind about going to what? Pearson MyITLab, you pay $95 instead of $85. So forget about this part. So you have, as of now, you do have full option to purchase not only e-text and MyITLab, but also you can purchase the print upgrade. So this is the rough cut textbook, and I believe it is about $35. Well, let me just go ahead and see. I'm going to open it here. Open it. Click here. Yeah, it's $35 and free ground shipping. So it's $85 that comes with e-text and MyITLab access. That will be the minimum. And should you have, want to have a paper version of the text, then you can order this for $35 additional. So altogether $105. So it'll be still considerably less than the textbook bundle at the bookstore. The bookstore bundle does not come with e-text, by the way, just paper textbook and MyITLab. So anyway, that's good news. Let me come back here. So let's take a look at e-text with this one. So go ahead and click on it, and then click on here. So this e-text, you can access it from the very beginning, even with the trial version. Okay, so it's asking you to get what textbook. Well, you should be smart enough to figure it out, but it's not. So, all right, so change this search by to instructor's last name, and the last name is MOH, and then click on search. And you already joined it. I mean, I already have joined it. And you go ahead and click on go to text. So this is just ebook. You can navigate it. Here's a navigation. So let's say we will start with Microsoft Word. So click on this triangle to expand it, and then click on this triangle again. That'll collapse it. Open, collapse, open, collapse. And let's say go open up chapter 1. And or if you could just click on the chapter. Okay, let's do it one more time. Chapter. Here's chapter 1, the first page of Word chapter 1, which is the first chapter that we'll be working on. And then you can navigate page by page using these arrows, and you can read it. Let me go back. So this is the first page of chapter 1, and let me just briefly explain to you the object activities. So it talks about what you'll be doing in terms of the theme of the chapter. Well, each chapter introduces the skills and tools, but it also use, quote unquote, real business application. Means it has a certain theme. Sometimes it could be sports team. Sometimes it's some kind of a clothing store. Sometimes it could be nonprofit organization activities and things like that. So anyway, there's a theme, and then you have project files. So you need some chapters. You need some data files. We'll be talking about that in a separate page with video. The data files comes with the textbook. Okay, so you can go back here, go back to the module, go to our course materials, and you can download data files from here. Okay, let me go back. Okay, where am I? Here. All right. So just read it. Go to the next page. And then here you should read it and also then follow these activities. We have activities step 1, step 2, and so on. You just follow step by step. For example, start Microsoft Word, and then open a blank document and so on. And as you read through, you can use these tools. You can use hand tool to move things around, and you can use highlighter. You can say how to press enter. You can highlight it, and then you can bookmark it. Let's say activity 1. Let's say this is where start this step by step from here. You can just put a note, save it, close it, and then you can find a bookmark right here. It should show. Not sure why it's not showing, but it will show. Okay, not sure exactly what's going on, but anyway, so there's a bookmark, and you can zoom in, zoom out, and then never mind. This is I got confused. I'm sorry. This is just a pin, and the bookmark is this one. So let's say you want to put the bookmark, and here's bookmark right there. Okay, so this is how the textbook is organized. So you can just keep reading, and then the textbook chapters is consisted of 3 parts. Part 1 and part A and part B, they are instructions, and then C and on are the end of chapter assignments. So that's that. Let me go back to MyITLab and course materials. Okay, it's taking its time. Slowly. Let me refresh it. One more time. Yeah, I have this particular antivirus which is very restrictive, and it causes my computer to slow down a little bit. Anyway, okay, I'm back here, course materials, and let's say during the first week and two, and the second, you will be working on Word. Click on the Word 2013, open it. Okay, come on. Again, it's kind of slow. Come on. Okay, maybe it's not fully loaded. So let me just refresh it. Okay. All right, here we are. And then Word chapter 1. Alright, so here we are. We have few items in chapter 1, and they are pretty much identical throughout chapters. So we have videos. So these videos are very helpful, especially if you're new to the application. Go ahead and watch them first, and that will kind of give you a preview or review depending on where you are. And you know, especially if you're a visual learner, this will be a great tool to watch the videos. So let me just go ahead and click on it. And then you can watch these too, but here go inside one more step. And these are the videos. You can watch them. And these will be preview or review of the textbook step-by-step instructions. And let me go back out by using this breadcrumb navigation here, and back here, and then you can in addition to this this kind of passive videos, you have interactive video tutorials. Again, this will be kind of a reinforcement, so that will be optional. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can use this. And then here's the assignment. We have a skill-based training. So that will be more or less the same as the step-by-step instructions in the textbook. So in a way, it's a redundant, but it's good because, you know, you get to do the same thing twice. So it will actually really stick to you when you do the second time. So you start with the MyITLab skill-based training first, and then do the step-by-step instruction in the textbook, or vice versa, depending on, you know, which way you like the better. But the contents are pretty much the same. So don't be surprised that you do the same thing, very simple, such as opening Microsoft Word and save a document. Yeah, you have done it in step-by-step instructions in the textbook, but also you get to do the same thing in skill-based training. So sometimes it's kind of boring because, you know, you already know it, but some advanced skills, you will appreciate that you get to do some kind of redundant training. All right, then after that, you'll have a greater project, homework. This is a homework. And this is something that you actually do it on your own on your Microsoft Word, for example. You know, it'll ask you to type something or put some pictures and things like that. And you upload the file and then it gets automatically graded. Okay, talking about grades, because we are working with this automated grading system, if you get, let's say, 70% or above of the training, so skill-based training, or 70% or above of the graded project homework, I will give you full credit. Okay, so you don't have to get 100% in order to get 100% credit. If you get above 70%, I will give you full credit. All right. Having said that, we have one more here, which is the graded project. This is assessment, which means this is a test. It is very similar to graded project homework, but this is considered as a test, and then this will be actually graded based on numeric score. So if you get 80%, actually I am going to add 10% on top of your raw score. So for example, if you get 80% out of 100, I will record in Canvas's the gradebook in Canvas. I'll record it as 90, not 80. So I'll add 10%. So you don't have to sweat to make it 100% in order to get 100% grade. Okay, so that's basically it. And I know this is a lot of information. I want you to spend some time and explore, and I'm sure you'll get stuck and have some questions. Feel free to email me using Canvas email. So there should be a link for email or inbox. That's where you can email me from Canvas. Okay, that's about it.